Hello and good day. I'm Prophet Thomas, better known as the Woke Prophet, and we are at part 2 of the questions and answers, so the Q&A for all spiritual matters. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the questions. Now, people email me questions all the time, so what I try to do is make a video to address or to answer their questions. So if you have any questions about, just spiritual matters, deliverance, demonic spirits, anything, healing, you can send me, email me at thewokeprophet@gmail.com. I'll try my best to answer it and I will address it in the video. All right, so let's move into the first question. Why does God allow human trafficking to happen, especially to kids? So why does he allow these things to happen to kids? So people don't understand, even when you're looking at a baby, all right, we can only see the physical So let's just say that this child is only like a few months old, but it's the soul. The soul can be very old. You know how you may hear people say, "Oh, that child has a old soul." Some of these babies that you're looking at, their soul are way older than yours is. They've been around a long time, so it's all about the soul. Also, it's all about the karma. So let's just say, for example, that this soul or this baby that you're looking at, it's a young kid. We live multiple lives and they have a lot of karma that's built up. So in other words, they've done a lot of bad. And so that bad catches up with you. And when you have so much bad that's caught up to you, of course, you don't have that type of protection. So if you don't have that type of protection, then of course, Satan is able to get to you a lot easier versus a person that is protected. So to make a long story short, we all have different levels of protection. So you just look at it as a kid instead of going deeper and looking at it as a soul. So you never know what this person has done in these other lifetimes before. So they come in this life with very little protection, and those things can't happen. All right, so I hope I answered that question. The next question is, how do I receive my information? So I receive my information from the Most High God. I receive it from Yeshua. Sometimes he shows me images, gives me dreams. It'll just be the information, just different ways that he'll lead me to things. I could be reading something and the letters will start to look like they're bold, or it could be a paragraph or a sentence in my eyes and it looks like it's highlighted. So that's just him allowing it to stick out so I can see it. All right, the next question is, how do I deal with family members who do not respect my new way of thinking spiritually since I've been following you? So this person is saying since they've been following me, I guess that their eyes are starting to open now, but the family doesn't agree with a lot of, doesn't agree with their new way of thinking. So I would say just give them time and realize that we're all at different places spiritually. Some people are so stubborn and so programmed that no matter what you tell them, they have so much fear they don't want to hear it at all. I run into this a lot. I run into this a lot with the Bible. I constantly point out so many things in the Bible that is wrong. And Yeshua told me years ago that the Bible is not his word. You're using this word Jesus, not knowing that this is Lucifer, this is Zeus, his name is Yeshua. So it's just a lot of information that people are just not ready for. They start to panic. They just don't want to hear it. And a lot of them have like what I call the religious spirits, the religious demons. So I would say don't try to force it on anyone. Just pray that their eyes can be open one day so that they can know the truth. All right. Moving to the next question. What do you think about religion? So what I think about religion is definitely man-made. And Yeshua told me that religion, what it does, it puts his people in a box and it also separates his people. So I'm not attached to any form of religion. But again, of course, I follow the Most High God. I follow Yeshua. Now, with the people and the religion, again, you can't have a religious demon. And that's why these people are so, no matter what you say, they don't want to hear it because it's all about it's my religion, and if what you're saying doesn't fit into the box of my religion, then it's false. That's what I call a religious demon that can be attached to the person. The next question: did you always want to be a prophet and deliver and heal people? So I never wanted to be a prophet. I got in an accident that triggered a spiritual awakening, and I started getting visions of seeing myself removing demons from people, and also seeing myself healing people. So that's how that started for me. But no, I never wanted to do that. The next question: what are your main issues? What main issues do you face personally with deliverance? A lot of issues that I face, I could be working with someone, taking them through deliverance, and of course, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of things I go through behind the scenes, a lot of fighting, a lot of battles. This stuff really affects my family. I mean, it's like a dominoes effect, and so I'll go through all of this stuff and work with someone, and of course Yeshua works through me to free that person, and a couple months later that person will jump right back into witchcraft. So everything I just did, everything that I had to go through, all the time that I've wasted, only for you to jump back into the witchcraft. So sometimes that can get a little rough when that happens. So that's like some of the issues, or one of my main issues that I face. And of course, these demons try to attack your finances constantly by, making things break down. So that could be very draining. All right, next question. What do you think about the church? What do I think about the church? Y'all know I'm always straightforward, always honest. I think the church is a joke. I think it's a money pit. Some of them I think they run these churches like a cult. Now, I will say, I think it's a good place to fellowship, but it's so much false information that's being taught. Now, I know most of them, they just don't know, so if you don't know, you don't know. But in terms of how I feel, that's just what I feel. The churches are very tainted now, and it's getting worse. I have so many people that come to me with so many different stories. The church, whenever the church, they complain about how the church is not helping them with deliverance, they simply tell them to pray and fast, and that's it, because they don't want to deal with it. Other cases when people needed help with bills, they say the church told them that since they didn't tithe at least at 10,000, that they can't help. So you can't get help from this church unless you've tithed at least 10,000. Other people have told me, one young lady was a nurse, and they called her into the office and they said, we noticed that you're only giving $100 every time you come, but we see the amount that you make and why you're not giving more. So it's just about at this point, a lot of politics, and it's about money. And again, to me, it's a joke. I definitely won't say that this is every church, but I will say the bulk of the churches. And again, that's my opinion. That's how I feel. Next question. Why is it once you're delivered, you can still be attacked? Most of the time when I'm working with people, once they're delivered, I tell them, okay, to keep yourself spiritually strong and safe, continue to fast. Most of them never do that. They go right back to doing their same things. They go right back to the bad habits and to doing things they know they shouldn't do. And then they're right back in that situation again. So once you get out of deliverance, you have to continuously fast. And remember, just because you come out of deliverance, you may have a bad dream from time to time, because they're still going to try to attack. All right, but not bad attacks, just light work, light stuff. Next question: has God given you any information about Destiny Swap? I've worked with cases before where the Eastern Star, she did witchcraft, and they swapped destiny. So her life became her sister's life, and I had to take her through deliverance, and that's how we was able to break that and reverse it and went back to the same way. Another question: how can I discern better between the light and the dark? It's all about fasting and praying. You should be fasting at least once a month for 72 hours with water, broth, fresh fruits, and vegetables, and that will strengthen your discernment, and you'll be able to catch a lot of the lies. So I hope this information helped you. I have a new book that's out. It has a lot of great information. If you're interested in it, my website will